Hi, my name is Athena Huckaby, and I'm an advocate for people with substance use disorders. The topic that I wanted to talk to you about today is drug-induced homicide laws. And so what these laws do is they allow prosecutors to charge someone with homicide if somebody dies from drugs that that person sold or shared. This makes sense on the surface, right? We want to hold drug dealers accountable. We want there to be, penalties for people who cause other people to lose their lives. But these laws look good on the surface, but are not actually good for us. One of the reasons is they don't go after high-level offenders. These laws get applied to generally people that are just sharing drugs. Somebody, for example, who might be a friend or even a family member of the person who overdosed. So that person is already suffering a loss, and then we're charging them with homicide on top of it. Also, just as a general practice, I am against the drug war. We saw this with crack cocaine in the 80s and 90s, that the penalties for crack were so much higher than the penalties for powdered cocaine. And that's really racism and other systemic factors that are coming into it. I also want to point out that these laws really don't stop overdose deaths from happening. The things that stop overdose deaths from happening are the things that we're already working on. Access to buprenorphine and other medications for opioid use disorder, Naloxone distribution and making sure that people are trained and know how to use it, housing and social supports, drug checking services, which we have here in New Mexico. So these evidence-based strategies are what we should be employing rather than these laws, which are not proven to reduce overdose deaths. There are other groups that are working on this, that are pushing back against drug-induced homicide laws. One group, for example, is a group called Broken No More, which is made up of families and loved ones that have lost people to overdose that are for common sense solutions to the drug war. So I would invite you to check out their material. I believe that they have something coming out actually around moms that have lost children to overdose and why they don't think that prosecuting someone for homicide regarding the death of their children is the right way to go. So I would love to hear what you think about these laws. Do you have them in your state? We don't have them in New Mexico, and it seems to be that there might be a push for these laws to come into New Mexico, but it seems like that's occurring with out-of-state entities. So I would also just want to make the point that here in New Mexico, if we would like to have these laws, it should come from New Mexicans and not from outside groups. We only have 2 million people in the state, and I think that many of the things that we do around harm reduction and other things are very innovative, and I wouldn't want to see that change. What do you think? Thanks.